Hey Aries, it's Aries season, yay! You are first up for this second round of readings for the second half of March. So excited to be kicking it off with you Aries on the beginning, the first day of your season. In case you missed it, I did do an equinox reading that was published on the 19th. So today is also the equinox. So please make sure you check that out. Some real powerful messages came through there. And so I just want to let you know that. And the memberships are about to launch. So the morning musing for this reading, well, for Aries, I should say, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus will be in that membership. It's either going to launch this evening, the 20th, or on Sunday, the 21st. So there will be a formal video announcement. It's all ready. I just have to kind of click. I got to get everything there and then just click publish. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy this reading that you'll take a look around, like the video if you do. Join us here by subscribing to the channel. For those of you returning, don't forget to like the readings. Don't forget to share them. As always, if you've been enjoying it and have forgotten to subscribe, please do. This is the only way I can grow this thing. And sometimes you need to recheck because sometimes the platform makes like updates, I should say, and people will just notice that their subscriptions have gone away, some of their favorite subscriptions. So double check that you are subscribed. Click the little notification bell. Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate it. So I'm going to use this new deck. I'm still getting used to it though, so I may need the guidebook, called Sacred Creators. It is by Chris Ann. I love that deck. So this comes by way of those who have made donations to the channel. Thank you. And I want to kind of see, Aries, what the energy is. It's a very creative season. It is a season where you are sort of taking the lead. It's the pioneer. It is the warrior. It is the leader of the zodiac. So let's see what messages come through. Very good. Ooh, that relates to this morning. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe this. Okay, so I don't need the guidebook for this. This is perfect. So just a little, I'm giving you a little preview for the morning musing. It was all about the main card that came out numerologically, focuses on your intuition. And so here's what I'm getting right here that I feel relates to the morning musing. It says, integrate your knowing. Integrate your knowing. And that integration, it feels as if there's something you're bringing. I said the same thing this morning. It's blowing my mind. You're bringing something from the end of this last astrological cycle, from that Pisces intuitive mansion into Aries with you. So it's time to integrate it as you make way around the zodiac wheel. You know, this is a new astrological cycle as of today. So I feel like you're being asked to integrate your knowing, that little fox symbol, right? Because they go on instinct. Then it says limitations inspire innovations. So if you come to find yourself feeling limited in some way, shape, or form, Aries, use that limitation to inspire you for new innovative ways to kind of get around it. You know, when you come up against the brick wall, you can go over it, you can go around it, you can dig under it, but you know, there's a way to get to the other side, even if it's not the way you originally planned. So let those limitations inspire innovation. Perfect. And then the final card, which this just blows me away, overrate your intuition. Look at that little awaken priestess eye in the middle there. Overrate your intuition. Give it more credit than you have in the past. Kind of push your logic and practicality to the side, Aries, and step into your full high priestess mode, right? Overrate it just a little bit, especially because you're doing some integration here. And when you get limited, when you feel blocked, okay, let that be a sign that maybe your intuition knows a way around the situation. Let it inspire innovation, an innovative approach. I love it. What a great message for you. I'm so glad I used that little deck. It's perfect. I love her work. So now let's get into, yeah, I just did that for you, not doing it for your counterpart. This is just a little Aries. This is Aries day. Aries, it's all about you. Now let's see what's going on in your connections. What may be coming through for Aries, Sun, and Rising. For those who wonder, you know, when your reading's coming up, I follow the zodiac, Aries through Pisces. Sometimes there's a reading in the middle, like the one I did for the equinox, for the new moons, for the full moons. Sometimes little readings get in the way, but look for the last sign that I read for, and then you can sort of, if you have a zodiac wheel, you'll know where your reading is coming up. So that's how it goes. Okay. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective of Aries, Sun, and Rising. May not resonate with everyone. Just take what speaks to you. Leave the rest. Perfect. Okay, so that's an energy I'm familiar with. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold up. Hold up. All right, Aries. So, as always, feel free to reverse the energies as needed. What does that mean? I set my intention that this is the divine masculine. This is the divine feminine. You could be here as the masculine. You could be here as the feminine. You could be here as the Aries. You could be here as an Aries Sun, Aries Rising. You could be here as a cross watcher. So because it's a general reading for the collective, you have to find the side of the reading that speaks more closely to your experience in the connection. Then the other side is that of your divine counterpart. If the labels don't align, if you say, oh, well, I'm definitely the feminine, but all the masculine side relates, that's what I'm saying. Just flip the labels. Because it's a general reading for the collective, it's bound to come through reversed for some of you, especially if you're here as a cross watcher. So what I'm seeing is this masculine stepping into the reading in the energy of the Six of Cups. There is this past life soulmate Akashic Records energy in the Six of Cups. There's lots of nostalgia, good fond memories. This may be somebody that this masculine has known for quite a while, maybe from their childhood or youth, depending on your age. But this is a connection that exists beyond time and space on an emotional level. Real beautiful. Feminine steps into the reading like a cat on a hot tin roof. Yikes. So the Nine of Swords, there's something here causing some worry, some upset, some anxiety, kind of a little bit of stress monkey energy. And I'm thinking it's because this feminine is in a state presently in this connection of, I don't know what's up or down, right? This juggling of the Two of Pentacles, trying to sort things out in real time, and not really knowing where they're going to land. The masculine at the present experience in the connection is all about finding a way to some measure of balance, some measure of equal give and take and reciprocity. It could be that something has been out of balance for a while. It could be that something there hasn't been as much give as there has been take. But this is the energy. They're ready for either something balanced, something that they can commit to, Pentacles, right, in an equal way, or it's what they're looking for. I'm saying that because in the past we have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords to me is always an energy where someone's trying to, outwit the other. This is the zero-sum game. I either win it all or nobody wins. And it's an unfair fight. There's not a level playing field here. There is a level playing field here. So there is possibly something that was out of whack in the past. Can even be self-sabotage, right? Could even be self-sabotage. I do feel that Five of Swords is often some form of interference and sabotage, like feeling set up. But we can set ourselves up. Does that make sense? And then in the future, this masculine has an epiphany. There's something they're going to learn, some knowledge, some insight, some wisdom is going to come like in a flash, like a lightning bolt energy. And then all of a sudden they see things very clearly. Feminine here in the past, I feel as if there's something here that this feminine has known at their core is true for them. And it's been difficult and it's kind of thrown them off, because what I'm seeing here right now, present experience of the connection and how they're showing up, is there's uncertainty here. And there's worry and stress about how things are going to turn out, and it's all kind of up in the air. But in the past, there's something that at soul level they knew to be true for them at their core. Hierophant, Taurus, it's our beliefs. It's who we are at our core. It's also a card of commitment, and the commitments we make in our life, and then how we uphold those commitments. So that's, you know, the Pope here, the pledge. There's some higher energy that's kind of guiding us here in 3D, but it requires us to be who we are and true to ourselves. Now, sometimes this can be an awakening, spiritual awakening card, and that can also lead to some, you know, of that nervous, frenetic energy I'm seeing in the Nine of Swords. So for some of you, that may be true, but I'm feeling something here was really off, because in the future, this feminine kind of goes to ground for some healing. Four of Swords. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Let's see what this Six of Cups is about. Wow, masculine ready to move forward victoriously. The Cancerian energy of the Chariot. Wanting to get beyond. There's a tower moment right now, something that's been unsustainable. I feel as if this masculine wants to get beyond it. But it's hard. The Chariot can't really move until the path is cleared. So that Aries, that's one of your cards, Aries. There's a tower moment for this masculine with the past life soulmate that they're trying to get behind. Here's a Two of Pentacles. That's your mirrored energy already. Two of Pentacles underneath, uncertain. Now what do I do? Trying to sort it all out. Something has been unsustainable and it's falling down for this masculine. All they want to do is get out in front of it, but they can't because the rubble is blocking their path. Think about it that way. With this past life soulmate. And so what's motivating them, if you're new to the channel, when I pull from under the deck, it's kind of what's going on in the psyche or behind the scenes, something that's motivating behavior, even if it's not in conscious awareness. So here in the past, Five of Swords. You're mirroring each other. Wow. Healing from this unfair fight. Feeling the fatedness of this. Something is kind of unfolding. There's an awareness that this masculine has had in the past that everything would work out in divine time. That there's, you know, that this is fate. So even if there's something that they felt was an unfair, like not a level playing field, they take the time to reflect on it and trust that Spirit has their back. So on some level, the Sagittarian, and this is more about Jupiter, that Wheel of Fortune, it is about lessons coming full circle, lessons being learned, and knowing that that's all a part of the plan. It's all a part of the plan. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles right now. I'm ready for some equal give and take. But it's like a baby step here. This is new for me, says the masculine. This is new for me. So I'm feeling that there was something here, almost as if this, I'm feeling that with the Five of Swords, I'm not sure that it was an unfair fight. I'm feeling the energy is a little bit more, I didn't see it coming. That's the part that was out of balance. And it could have something to do with this feminine's expectations of commitment or around commitment. And maybe it just kind of didn't hit the masculine in the right way. So they took the time out to really reflect, understanding that things were kind of going to flow in divine time. They kind of trust the process is what I'm feeling coming from the masculine. And right now they're like, oh, okay, I get it. I get this whole reciprocity thing now, but it's new for me. It's new for me. I acknowledge it because it's right off the top of the deck, that Six of Pentacles, and the page says, but it's new. In other words, not the King of Pentacles, not a pro at this thing. So, okay, that makes sense with the twin. Got it? Four of Wands. Wow, Aries, this is powerful. They recognize the divinity of this connection. It is coming off the top of the deck. So this is conscious awareness. That's why this tower is happening and they want to get beyond it. Things are unclear. When am I going to get to move on? And, move forward is what I mean, not move on, not away. Just get beyond the drama here. The Tower coming down is like an eye opener. It's an eye opener for them. On the bottom, 4 of Cups underneath here. So I feel that they are concerned they missed an opportunity. Ace of Cups. Being offered and this person just not seeing it. It's not even in their awareness. So there's some emotional detachment here between the twins. And I feel because it's underneath, the motivation to kind of take this baby step forward and try this new approach to connection is because they fear they may have missed an Ace of Cups, an opportunity. And then they get the aha moment in the future, possibly an epiphany or some truth. What was I just saying? Yeah. Feminine doesn't want the page. Feminine wants the king. What was I just talking about? Oh, that's what this is all about. I'm almost feeling the light, the little thought bubble in the masculine's head in the future. Oh, I got to get this connection down on lock. King of Pentacles, I have to be there, reliable, responsible, practical, dependable, show up for this person. Now I get it. It is a masculine archetype of life partner as well. So there could be this recognition of what this feminine was trying to get at before. Not necessarily about marriage per se, for some of you that could be, but more about the stability of a committed, conventional connection. What does that look like? Well, it certainly doesn't look like someone who gets their way and only their way at every single opportunity. There has to be a give and take. Each side has to kind of win a few, lose a few, strike bargains in the middle. That's what I'm feeling here is this, now I get it. Now I get what this feminine is wanting. I understand. Feminine here, and that's very human. This is not anything, I'm not casting any aspersions against the masculine. I feel this is a learning. They're really trying to understand so they can actually step into something that is more, that helps this feminine feel more safe in the connection. I think it's a good thing. And the feminine's all stressed out. It's going too slow. It's moving too slow. I can feel it. Now the Knight of Pentacles, let me just say, because it's going slow, here's the good news, Aries. If you're here as the feminine, it doesn't matter if you're here as a cross watcher or whatever. Here's what I want to say about the Knight of Pentacles. What's good about the Knight of Pentacles is every action they take has been thought through. It is crossing every T, dotting every I. It is not impulsive. It is not self-serving. It isn't a rush to any kind of action. It is methodical, deliberate, and intentional. And therefore, the results of the Knight of Pentacles usually have a more lasting effect. So if this masculine is coming to the growth in the connection slowly, that's a good thing. I know you're stressed about it. Or anxious about it, dear feminine, but I'm telling you it's a good thing. Yeah, it's triggering your every last nerve. Lots of insecurities being triggered because things are moving slowly. Apprehensive, very apprehensive, nervous, because underneath you are really feeling very attracted to this person. There's this energy of divine inspired passion that's bubbling up under the surface. You are lots of chemistry here. I'm sure of that. But the nervousness and the fear are all around things moving too slowly. Does this person reciprocate the feelings? This is a reciprocal card. So I'm here telling you yes, but they're baby stepping their way. We all come upon these realizations and understandings of how the other person wants to be in partnership. We all come about it at a different pace, on a different timeline even sometimes. Hierophant. I know what I want, and I'm willing to wait. I want the commitment. I know who I am. I know what I want. And this Seven of Pentacles even has some Taurus energy. Taurus is the gardener of the zodiac. So there's that energy of the seeds have been planted. It will unfold organically. And I'm going to do whatever I can to nurture that garden. Wow. Because I want to answer the call of this. I want them to answer the call. Crossroads energy in the Judgment card. Scorpio, by the way. We have Pisces in the moon over here. So what I'm feeling is coming through is I'm waiting for the opportunity for second chances in this connection, possibly forgiveness if that was warranted, for a redo. Right? This is the crossroads, and it's an opportunity to answer the call of the past life soulmate. But you both have to have some buy-in, and I feel as if the feminine here kind of stood firm, Hierophant, for what they wanted, understood they planted the seeds. If this second opportunity, if this second chance is going to present itself, it will. And I'm loving that I see Judgment over here in the Wheel of Fortune for the masculine, because there's that Akashic level communication, 5D. It feels really powerful. Wow. Underneath feminine, aware some measure of transformation has to take place. Some energy here needs to die off so the new energy can be born into the connection. It could be the feminine's transformation, but I think it's more the transformation of the connection, taking it to new levels. And I feel like the feminine was more clear about what that would look like than the masculine was. And because of that, the masculine perceived it as an unfair playing field, like an unlevel playing field, and maybe kind of went to ground and took a time out, Four of Swords. And now the feminine's kind of in that nervous energy, and the Two of Pentacles, what's going on? Are we on? Are we off? What's up? What's down? Because it's not really moving forward, and if it is, it's moving pretty freaking slowly, Knight of Pentacles. Thank you very much. Another two. Two of Wands, choosing the path, wanting to communicate. How are we going to do this? How are we going to move forward? Are you going to take the leap of faith? Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Wow, wow, wow. All right, so feminine here, that uncertainty coming from, the worry, the concern, the anxiety, this is a total juggling act, and kind of feeling like there's a sense of urgency about what's going to happen, but there's no forward motion. And this feminine kind of coming into it, wanting to communicate now about the world of possibilities is in our hands. We see it all laid out in front of us. What path will we choose? Wanting to communicate about that. Are we on the same path? Or am I just in a perpetual state, right? See the figure 8, the lemniscate? Am I just in a perpetual state of juggling and not knowing where I land in 3D in this connection? And underneath, the motivation is ready to take that leap of faith and wanting the divine counterpart to do so as well. We're going to have to take a calculated risk. Thelma and Louise our way into the next level of this connection. So the feminine wanting this communication for sure, to kind of see about the path being chosen, the opportunity to sort of just propel the connection forward. But in the future, we've got some either reflection or healing, Four of Swords. And strength, I'm going to take another card on that. Seven of Swords. And yeah, there's some resistance. So I'm going to take this too. And this is the last card I will take. So I'm going to pull these three over here, and I'm going to talk about them in a minute. But what I see here is there may be a sense here, the feminine may feel as if in the future, may feel if on some level there was a fake out, like I was faked out. This person really doesn't want what I want. Sorry for the blurry camera. There we go. Sometimes we fool ourselves. We kind of think something's happening, but it's not really happening, but we're seeing it the way we want to see it, or we're thinking about it the way we want to think about it. So I'm feeling as if this is either in the future, the feminine will have questions about that. We'll do some reflecting, and the Strength card, knowing on some level that they are going to overcome this. So it's not like I'm healing from betrayal, but there are questions. The Seven of Swords is there because it's saying, here's part of what you need to get over. Either something that didn't feel on the level, someone maybe spoke with forked tongue, wasn't completely honest about their own feelings or thoughts. Maybe the feminine questioning here, reflecting, reviewing, reevaluating, all the re's, right? About, well, was it what I thought it was, or did I just fool myself? And in the middle is this perseverance card, the strength card, Leo energy, to kind of know that you can gather up your strength, your courage, and your confidence and overcome anything. So I'm feeling pretty good about that part. And then underneath, what's motivating all of that is some energy around resistance. And am I going to keep moving forward? Am I going to persevere? These two cards, let me just stop the show. These two cards have a similar energy, similar, not identical, but there is kind of this, can I get through this? Can I get through this? This one, you receive assistance, right? There's an eternal bond here between these two. So it's energetically even the assistance to get beyond it. This one, you're all out there on your own. And sometimes with the Nine of Wands, there's a feeling of like, I don't know if I can take one more step, go one more day. There's some suffering in this card. And I feel like the resistance, like, can I push through? Can I just deal with this resistance and push through and emerge as the feminine archetype of life partner? The Queen of Pentacles to the masculine's king. Right? Because this is the goal. If you want the commitment, dear feminine, and you want a King of Pentacles to your Queen of Pentacles, there may be some resistance and defensiveness that you have to break through, either with yourself or with your partner. And the question is, will you have the perseverance to do it? Will you have that I ain't got no quit in me energy to do that? So that's what I'm seeing. I'm going to take it to the extended Aries, and we'll look at this a little bit more completely. For those of you who don't know what goes on in the extendeds, the link is below this video in the drop-down description box. I'm going to pull 3 cards and take all of this and now laser focus in on the issue, the situation, or an energy that needs your attention now. Like, sometimes we get through a reading, we're like, okay, now what do I do with this? That's the card that will tell you what to focus on. It gives you some direction. Second card is a block or a challenge around that issue, situation, energy, whatever. The third card is what can you expect to come from it, or what can you do about it? Then I'm going to pull cards to see what messages you have for each other. The masculine's message to the feminine and vice versa. One card for just you, Aries, Sun or Rising. Sun or Rising, watching from your spiritual team. What do they have to say? How do they want to weigh in on the whole subject? And then the last card out is what you might expect going forward. If timing's a factor, it would show up there, but we already have the Seven of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So there's already an energy of patience and things unfolding as they are intended by design. Okay? Thank you for joining me. The link is below. I'll see you there in a second. I'll also see you hopefully in the memberships, and I look forward to meeting you there. Take care.